All right, so the Bellringer for today is the following. Which of the following formulas contain the same number of oxygen atoms? So here we see that in Roman numerals, it's telling us that there's 5 formulas that we're going to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, one of the mistakes that we were looking at is probably that you're confusing that, for example, these two capital letters. If you thought correct, it should be two different elements, which is nitrogen and oxygen. How do we know that? Because they're both capitalized. Okay. Second mistake that we believe you guys made was that the subscript, just like in math, right? What we had mentioned before is you want to get rid of the parentheses. So we have to distribute. Okay. Now, how do we know how many atoms there are for nitrogen and oxygen? Well, we know that there should be an invisible 1 next to nitrogen and next to oxygen. And of course, an invisible 1 for magnesium. But again, we are just focusing on oxygen, okay? So for all of these, we're going to focus on only oxygen. So here, oxygen, how many atoms are there? We have to multiply the subscript times the subscript that's inside the parentheses. We know that there's 2 oxygen atoms. Okay? I'm going to do one more with you. After that, here in the second formula, we see that there are no parentheses. So this subscript, ladies and gentlemen, only applies to oxygen. Okay? So here, one more time, we already know that there's 1 oxygen atom. I'm sorry, one capital oxygen atom, and there's a subscript of 2 next to it. So we know that there's 2 oxygen atoms. So right off the bat, that already gives you the answer for the rest of the chemical formulas. Which other formula also has 2 oxygen atoms? So hopefully you can figure that out and answer the following question. Make sure to justify your answer as well.